Blues, folks. The Blues won Super Rugby. I was there last night. It was bloody wet. There were a heap of Chiefs fans there. I will give massive credit for Chiefs fans for coming up the state highway to Auckland, only to see their team get walloped 41 points to 10. I apologise to all the neutrals who were hoping for a cracking final. It probably wasn't what you wanted, but I loved every minute of it. I took my kids to the game. I didn't take the big finger. I was tempted to take the old big Blues finger, but I didn't take it. But that's how long I've been supporting the Blues. They used to have this logo. Some people are probably not even aware of it. That's from back in the 1990s. Blues won the first two seasons of Super Rugby, 96 and 97. Then we didn't win it for a while. We won it in 2003. 2003, what was I doing in 2003? I would have still been in high school. I was a teenager. I was just about to celebrate my 20th birthday. Now I'm in my 40s and I got two kids. It's been an unbelievable long time since I've seen the Blues win Super Rugby, but they bloody did it. And I, for one, am pleased, to put it mildly. Despite the conditions, despite the fact that I thought maybe do the Blues have the kind of big game mentality. It's only a couple of years ago I went to see them take on the Crusaders. Now, the Crusaders are a team with a big game mentality. They came up to Auckland and beat us comfortably. Taking on the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs. It's another time you guys got walloped in a final. You guys had it against the Bulls all those years ago. This is maybe not quite that bad, but that was a one-sided walloping. 3 tries from Caleb Clark. Paddy Tuipulotu, miraculous return from injury. Gets through almost an hour. Busts tackles. Leads from the front. Lifts the trophy in the end. Sold out Eden Park more than 45,000 fans or something. Sold out within hours. I was at the train station waiting for the train, and I could see people coming by saying, literally I saw 2 girls saying, I don't even know the rules of rugby, and then I don't even know any of the players, but they were still going to the game. It's good to see that kind of, this event could still kind of catch that ultimate person who just doesn't even care, but still wants to be there for this one. Yeah, she was a pretty crazy one to be there. I'm glad my kids were there. They got to celebrate. They may not have watched that much of the rugby, but they got to wave flags and have some $7.50 hot chips while I drank my $11 can of Heineken, and there was laser light shows. They loved the tries and the fireworks and the celebrations. So, yeah, the Blues won Super Rugby, folks. It's been a long time coming. I know we had Trans-Tasman in the meantime, but in the scheme of things, that was kind of a B-grade prize, wasn't it? But this is the ultimate one. I know it's not the same as back in the days of the old Super Rugby, Super 12, and when the South African teams were here and whatnot, but for what we've got currently, that's the prize, and the Blues actually got it done. So thank you to the Chiefs for giving us the opportunity to have a home final at Eden Park. Yeah, the neutrals would have liked to see you guys be a bit more competitive, but not to be. Didn't start that well for the Chiefs. I've just gone back and watched the game. I had a kind of a rubbish seat in the corner, but hey, it was undercover while it was piddling down. So a lot of the action, I could kind of make out some of it. My view was partially obstructed, so some of the stuff I missed, like the way the Blues were running in the first half, where Akita goes over that corner. I was sitting in that corner, so the other corner of that end of the field I couldn't really see. I only could see it on the big screen. But yeah, D-Mac missed the penalty early, and Caleb Clark was already looking dangerous, wasn't he? Akita got down the first try. It kind of looked a bit dodgy from my little vantage in that corner, but I saw it on replay just now. And yeah, it seems like he gets the ball down well enough, and that kind of punishes Tupavai for going off his feet to the Blues. Not opting for the 3, going for the jugular. Good to see. And Chiefs got their first of many yellow card warnings on about 14 minutes. Man, they were having to do a lot of defending, and the Blues slotted the 3, 10 points to nil. Harry Plummer, man. 100% from the tee in those conditions is phenomenal. Like, saving you good performance for a final. Chiefs get 3 points back when the Blues knocked it on from the restart. But then the Chiefs, Narawa let it go above his head from the restart as well from the Blues. And that one directly led to a try. Both the Ioanes, I couldn't quite make out what happened when I watched it live. But both the Ioanes kind of offload it as they're going into touch. Akita, then was it Rico, then Akita. And then Caleb Clark's able to pounce. So 17-3, I'm feeling happy, but by no means counting any chickens. And then, like, you get moments like Finlay Christie winning a turnover on his own goal line. Like, that's phenomenal. And then Stevenson in the reverse for the Chiefs just, like, drops a kick cold. So, just those moments go in the Blues' way. But then, I mean, to be fair, the Blues had a lot of pressure in the end of that first half. They just couldn't land that knockout blow. The Chiefs were hanging on. The Blues would eventually knock it on. But, yeah, the Chiefs did get a second yellow card warning towards the end of the first half. Blues slotted a penalty, so 20 points to 3 at halftime. That's more than I would have hoped for sure. I went into this one thinking, Blues have got home advantage. We're here. Chiefs are the team in the form, so they're here. It's kind of 50-50, but it was anything but. The Blues forwards have been dominant. 63% possession, 60 tackles made by the Blues, 121 by the Chiefs in the first half. Run meters is 280, 147. Second half starts, we get the next one goes. Call from the ref. Third warning for the Chiefs, and we've heard that one before, but he comes back with it this time. I mean, to be fair, there had been a big gap between the first and second yellow card warning, and then there's halftime, which is kind of a break in itself, I suppose. Some refs, like the break doesn't matter at halftime. Like it's like the game just continues. If you give away another penalty, you just go, but there was one more warning. I guess the ref doesn't want to be carding people in a final if it doesn't happen. But Dyer gets yellow carded, so Fino has to go off so they can bring on another prop. Blues punish immediately. Satutu picks up from the base of that scrum in the conditions and then pops it to Clark, who just goes over 27-3. And then I was sure it was game on 61 minutes when Clark gets his hat trick. Quick wide ball, Finlay Christie. What a wide pass. 34-3. Surely it's dead and buried. The Chiefs do get one through Simon Parker, which is maybe their best little period of play. And it's just that little bit of a seed of doubt. Like if any team could throw it from here, it's the Blues. Could throw it all the way. But nah, man, they fronted right up. I think it was Akira. Like driving Rona into touch as like the Chiefs like tried to increase the intensity. But no, the Blues just shut it right down. And then the Fords set up AJ Lamb of all people for a try. I mean, I say all people because it was a real Fords try, but it's AJ Lamb that scores it from close range. So 41-10, man. That is a hiding. That is not the final you wanted, like I mentioned, if you were anything but a Blues fan. But I was loving it. It was wet, and to score 41 points in the wet is great. It was wet, and the Fords dominated the Chiefs' Fords. There was a lot of talk about Satiti and what a big game he was going to have. I mean, he still busted some tackles and got some run meters and whatnot, but Blues forward pack was absolutely dominant. And Caleb Clark, some devastating runs. Talia maybe didn't get as much ball as he would have been used to. But, yeah, I mean, look at the numbers. Possession, 67-33. Territory, 68-32. They strangled the life out of the Chiefs. Defenders beaten 32-17. Tackles, the Blues made 82. The Chiefs made 215. Run meters, 500 to 256, or 513. Penalties conceded, 12-5. Like the Chiefs are just, the Mauls, 8-0. The Chiefs are just on the wrong side of pretty much every number. Their line-out struggled a bit. Remember, no Tokiyaho with this one. Blues at 88%, Chiefs at 75%. Goal kicking 100% for the Blues in a final. You could not ask for more. As a Blues fan, apart from the fact that it was piddling down and me and the kids got a bit wet, couldn't ask for much more, man. It's just the ideal final. So, yeah, Caleb Clark, 3 tries, 92 meters, 3 defenders beaten. Lamb, 8 defenders beaten. Paddy Tuipulotu, 5 defenders beaten. He gets a standing ovation when he goes off. Akira gets the perfect send-up before he hits the Japan. Renata, 8 from 8 tackles. I mean, Tupou made 20 out of 21 for the Chiefs. Satiti beat 5 defenders. Narawa beat 2 and had 35 meters, but opportunities really limited for the Chiefs. 21 years. What were you doing in 2003? The last time the Blues won Super Rugby. It's been a long time. I honestly went into that one nervous, not that confident, but Vern Cotter has got the Blues. He's got them humming. They play some direct rugby, and they can shift it wide and punish you when it counts. So, hell of a shift. Well done, Blues. I'm chuffed. Great that the kids saw it. It was great to be there live. The crowd was fantastic. Like Chiefs fans, honestly, as I said, kudos for coming up to Auckland. You guys were loud. And there was a bit of good banter going on between Chiefs fans and Blues fans as well. It was all pretty good natured. And on the train on the way back, some girls lamenting the fact that their side got a hiding. But yeah, that's the Super Rugby 2024 season done. I thought it was a pretty good season in terms of some upsets. The Aussie sides I thought stepped up to the plate a bit. We lost the Rebels, obviously, which is a bit of a shocker, but we'll see how the season goes for 2025. We now await All Blacks selection. Has Harry Plummer done enough to get himself into the ABs? What about Satiti for the Chiefs? We'll kind of have to wait and see. Hopefully Paddy Tuipulotu is fit, but yeah. You guys, let me know your thoughts. This is one happy Aucklander signing off.